I hope you're good, guys, and welcome back to my new video. Once in today's video, I'm gonna tell you about again same thing, but not same thing, but with a different kind of a approach and with different kind of a mindset. Okay, because as you know that on a daily basis I try to learn. If I do not learn, so I just ask question to myself and try to figure out the solution. And one thing I have learned that if we face so many challenges as we are human, or not we are human, okay. So our life is to face problem, okay. But I think we have taught in a wrong way that if you're facing any problem, so there is only one solution. But in I think no, it's not that. It's not like that. If you're facing problems, so there has to be not only one solution. There has to be many solution or more than one solution, okay. I think we never question that, okay, is there any other method, is there any extra solution of that particular problem, or just one method or one solution of that particular problem which you're facing right now, whatever the problem you are facing right now. What could be the possible numbers of solution can be of that particular problems? You never ask this question, okay. So that's why we never ask and we never get answer of this question, and that's why we never have this kind of mentality. And I know this is a very simple statement. It sounds like a very simple statement, but yeah, it's not really. If you are in life, we are facing problems, we will be facing the problems, and we faced so many problems in the past. So this is what lives, okay. My hair is very messy, but yeah, it's good. Messy hair is kind of a trending style, but just I have to cut it from the bottom, like side, and okay. So life is a full with the problems. If you're not facing problem, I don't think so you're improving your your capability, your understanding, your maturity is gonna improve without facing problems. Problem is good, but yeah, I'm not saying that you have to face a lot of big kind of problems. Otherwise, because you are not ready, you have to. And small problems makes you ready for facing the big problems, okay. So I think just find out how can I solve that problem with different approach, with different kind of a strategy, with different kind of a solution. Do not have just this mindset, okay, that problem has faced by that man and that man solved by this thing, so I will also solve by that strategy which he used or which he or she used in his or her life, okay. Because of course you will get rid of from that problem. I'm not saying that you have to create own path, but I'm just saying that if you can get the new ways to solve that thing, so why don't you solve that thing? Why don't you have rely only on the created already created solution? This is good. This example cannot fit in every situation, okay. So let's suppose that if you want to build business, so there are so many paths, there are so many lesson you can learn before starting a business, okay. I'm not saying that you have to start and learn from scratch. You have to learn everything from scratch, okay. There are so many people who have already built it in your domain, in your niche, in your category. Just go and ask and what kind of mistake they did in the past, and now you know that what kind of mistake I should not avoid, I should not follow in my path, okay. So this thing, I'm not saying that you have to learn from very scratch. That method is not apply in here in this kind of scenario. So please have this also mindset that if anything is if anybody is telling you anything, just ask this where can I apply this thing, and what is the, and where can I not apply this same thing, whatever you're saying right now. So bro, this is very important, because whenever we get any kind of any mantra, anything, any line, I would say not line, I would say mantra, yeah, mantra. So we, or any best example, so we put that example in every situation, okay. So I think it is not good approach to put in every situation, because see, some example are main or made to be for only for the some kind of a scenario, right. So and some example are only for those specific kind of problems, not for the everything, right. So this is what I'm just telling you in this video, because if somebody told you, if somebody gave you best example, now you're trying to fit that example in every situation of your life, which is not good, which is absolutely disaster in your life. Because by applying that same example in every situation of your life, you will get frustrated, you will get depressed, you will get anxiety, you will get a lot of things, you will face low confidence, you will face so many things which can cause mentally disturb. Okay. And yeah, nowadays people are facing a lot of challenges in terms of mental, not in terms of physical, because physical they are good, they are doing physics, they are doing any kind of a work. Okay, work, any kind of work, so physical work, so they are fit by physical. But what about mental? Mental is also equally important as your physique, as your outer body. Okay, what about the inner body? Your inner body could be hurt, not hurt, especially your mind, your mindset, your thoughts. What about that thing? Are they not important? Are these not important? Very much. Very important, bro, very important. If you think that these are not important for you, I think you haven't realized that how much important are these for you and for your generation. Because if you're not mentally stable or mentally calm, I don't think so you can be able to calm anybody in different kind of a situation, or in a bad situation, I would say, or dangerous situation. Not bad, but yeah, I would say dangerous situation. Okay, so we have to learn also physical health and mental health also. It's not all about just physical health, because everybody is working out, everybody is working, going gym, doing any sort of physical work, doing any kind of a physical work. Okay, but I can't see anybody, I see rare people who is doing really good work on mental health, on understanding what is emotion, what is mind, how mind works, what thoughts are, what is thoughts, what are thoughts. Okay, how thoughts works, on what is emotion. So how can I not how to control that thing. Very rare people understand this kind of a thing, because these are very important. I would say not very important. From I'm not just doing which one is most important and which one is least important. No, if your body is important, your mental health is also equivalent important. Okay, this is what I'm just telling you. So if you're just paying attention on the body, means your bicep, abs, and this kind of outer body, of course you will look very macho, very charm, very muscular. But if somebody tries to connect you or make you bond with you, I don't think so you can make good relationship with that kind of boy, with that person. Because you do not understand the psychology of mind, the mindset and the emotion, everything else which is inside your mind, which happens inside your mind, right? So this is very important. Now I think this much information is enough for you to understand about the mind and mental health. Because nowadays it is the big problem in today's Gen Z's circumstance, in Gen Z's generation. Because we are the most dangerous also, we are the most wisest person in the world or generation in the history. Because we can create something or we can ruin anything by anything. So I think it depends on the person to person, on the Gen Z's to Gen Z's. Okay, we cannot say that our whole generation is good, our whole generation is bad. It is not gonna happen in any kind of a generation. Okay, in the past there were so many good men, there were so many bad men. In the present there are so many good men and there are so many bad men. In the future there will be good men, there will be bad men also. So this will happen forever in every kind of a generation. No matter what kind of a generation you are living and you will be living, it doesn't change and it will never change. And I hope that you understood what I just said right now, and I hope that makes totally sense for you. Because think it for a second. Yeah, think for a second. Yeah, this is nice. Because some sentence I can't also speak very fluently, very confidently. I accept that thing. There is no shame of that thing. Okay, because that's good. Think for a second. If you are in this generation, so what do you think? If you are going anywhere. So do you think only good men or bad men? There are mix of men, okay, good, bad, or only you see only good boy, only is good kind of person, or you only see bad person. So there are so many mix of people, okay. We cannot judge by just saying this kind of a simple sentence or simple definition. And I hope that you understood today's video. If you understood, so please let me know.